Hey everyone, and welcome to part 1 of my F1 24 driver career mode. And now if you guys didn't see part 0, make sure you do go and check that one out. It was our Formula 2 prologue and the beginning of our journey into Formula 1. But now without further ado, let's head straight into this brand new season. But here we are now, heading straight into the qualifying phase of our debut Formula 1 race. And we are on our second lap of Q2, as our first was a bit of a shocker and left us down in P15. But we are already gaining tons of time in this second lap here. We're pushing for Q2. Albon is up there. I'm pretty sure he's in 9th or 10th at the moment. So we want to be there too. That's where our car is and that's where we should be. So we are going to be pushing for even better green sectors. And as we come around the final corner onto the main straight, we are up 1.3 seconds on our previous lap. And is that going to be enough to get us into Q3? And yes, it is. That is a P4 finish in Q2. But how well did we go in Q3?
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship.
So here we are lining up on the grid, going to go on our formation lap, and we managed to qualify P9 in Q3. What a start to our debut race and our debut season in Formula 1. We are qualifying just behind our teammate Alex Albon, who managed to get it up in P8. But what a race this can be, or has the possibility to be. Points in our debut race, maybe, as they are up for grabs from our P9 position. But now it's all about getting the tyres nice and warm, lining up perfectly on the grid, and making sure to avoid all contact possible on this opening lap, and then throughout the rest of the race. There we are, we have got a perfect parking, and we are waiting for all the other cars to line up as we prepare for the lights to go green in Bahrain for our first time in our career. So here we are, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We're upping maximum revs and we're waiting for the lights to go out, and there they are out and away we go. Albon's got an absolutely incredible start. We got a little bit of wheel spin, we got a bit washed up as well, so we couldn't do much of the start, but now we've got a car going down our inside. I think that's Tsunoda. We are going to send it down the inside of Albon with another car on our inside. We're going 3 wide, lots and lots of contact. We've got to give Albon the room, so we run a little bit wide into turn 2, but we are holding our position, or actually gaining one on Albon. So we have got a pretty decent start now as we sit behind Alonso and not looking for the move just yet. A little bit too far behind him there. But now we just need to settle down and get the grips of our car. As you can see already, I'm making a few mistakes there, going a little bit wide, missing the apexes. But yes, I just need to get the grips of the car, settle down, calm all the nerves, and just get going and pick up the pace. Make sure to put in consistently good, decent lap times just to make sure I'm sticking with the cars in front and keeping ahead of the ones behind. But Tsunoda, he is going to be a struggle. He is on the soft tyre, so he is going to be looking to get around us, as it is not in his strategy to stick behind us for too long. But lucky for us, there is no DRS on this first opening lap, but I don't think it's going to really matter as he is closing in right up behind us. He's all over our rear end there into the second last corner. He might pull out here. He's really close. Yes, he is. He's going to pull out to the inside. There's not much we can do, but we're going to try stick it around the outside. We brake a little bit later, but he also brakes quite late. But we managed to hold him off around the outside, and that is that, holding our position for now. But now DRS is going to be enabled, and this is going to give him a major opportunity throughout the rest of the race. But here he goes, looking for the move around the outside. Give him a bit of a squeeze. He doesn't end up going for it, but then he does at the end, and we have to push him out wide. And that's what we do. Again, we managed to maintain our position. But Alonso and the leading 7 cars are already going off into the distance with a 2.5 second gap. It is now on lap 3 where Tsunoda is looking for his next opportunity. He gets past us, but we stick it back down the inside not falling too far behind, give him a little squeeze, and again, exact same place, exact same move. We managed to hold on to our position and even gain DRS to help us pull away from him. But then the lap after, straight away, lap 4, he is going for another move around our outside, and we are going to send it back down the inside yet again. Oh, in fact, this is not actually Sonoda, my bad, this is Albon, our teammate. And already we are seeing our very first signs of that teammate rivalry as we are going head to head, fighting for this P8. But now, lap 5, Sonoda is going for the move, and yet again we're holding the inside line and pushing him out wide and braking late to maintain our P8 position. But Stroll has moved in past Albon and behind Sonoda, and he is also on soft, so these two are going to be raring to go on their soft, wanting to get past me, not wanting to take too long, as I have to give a little space to Sonoda, make sure he doesn't make contact with me, but I run a little bit wide in doing so, and straight away you can see yellow sectors are coming in constantly now. I'm not able to maintain the pace that I had at the start, which wasn't that much, but I'm just getting slower and slower, a little bit worried I suppose about all the cars around me, and you can see there's almost a train forming behind me as well. But then, oh, there's yellow flags behind, don't know what it's for. Caution sector 2, looking on the minimap, a car's going slow, and I think that might be one of the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Maybe Sonoda, maybe, that's what it looked like on the minimap, it looked like their coloured dot, but I'm not quite sure at this time. All I've got to do is focus and keep trying to pull away, and yes, there is a confirmation. Yuki Tsunoda is out of the session, so he must have had some kind of engine issue or car problem that's forced him into an early retirement. But we can't worry about that. It's nothing we need to worry about, to be honest. All right now we have to worry about is Stroll going down our inside on lap 6. We give him the room, we even run a little bit wide, so he's going to tuck in front of us, but hopefully we are going to have DRS. But no, Stroll has managed to get ahead of us, or stick behind us long enough to maintain DRS. I pull out from behind him though with slipstream, and I've decided I'm going to absolutely send it. Oh, there's a little bit of contact, and the way he moves as we go into that corner completely puts me off, so I'm forced super wide, and now Albon's going to have a go at me, as well as Stroll's pulling off into the distance straight away, just like that. And Albon's moving down my inside. I'm going to hold the outside line, see if I can dance the car around him. And yes, I do, but he's going to still have that inside line. But then he has to end up tucking in behind me. But now I'm just saying that little movement from Stroll as we went into the braking zone, in my opinion, was a wee bit sketchy. That was a little bit too much for me. And it put me right off. It's there. This is it. The time has come. We finally have team orders. The EA have finally listened to the community and given us team orders, but it is not good for me, as they are asking me to let Albon buy, as he is the quicker car. But in the end, I don't really need to let him buy on track, as I'm coming into the pits, and that's automatically going to let him buy for me. But there we go. That is the signs of our first team orders, which is always good. And I mean, it means there's improvements for the game, but we can't worry about that now, as Leclerc is going to be moving down there inside. I kind of let him get by a little bit. He's in a much quicker car of the Ferrari. He is not in my fight, and I'm still in points by letting him go. So I'm not going to fight. I'm going to let him through, and straight away you can see, look how quickly he's pulling away. I had hoped at the time to maybe stick with him just enough to be within DRS for this next zone, but he was quite quick. He was genuinely quite quick. I did get to DRS this time, but after this straight, he was gone. He was gone, and my focus was set once more on the cars behind, which are now Hamilton and Gasly, who we all managed to kind of jump in the pit lane as the undercut, which is so powerful at Bahrain. So we managed to jump them, but Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, is going to be coming up right behind us and looking for the move. We give him a little squeeze, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be half a car length ahead, but we're going to send it around the outside, leave him the roof. Perfectly clean racing. We run a little bit wide, but we managed to hold him off for now, and we have managed to gain DRS. So we are moving at the moment, and Gasly is going to look to have a go at Hamilton as well. They're going to be fighting in my rear view mirrors as we send it, but Gasly looks to maybe make a move down the inside, so we have to give a little bit of room. I wasn't wanting to cut across too sharply and maybe get myself spun, so I gave them the room for safe measure, and nothing came of it in the end, which is good. And Gasly and Hamilton have swapped positions and are continuing to fight, which is allowing me to pull away a slight bit. But now we have to continue We are almost at the end of the race, but we need to hold these guys off. I want this, as there's even more yellow flags. Even more yellow flags. And on the mini-map, there's a car gone as well. Another car. And it looks like maybe the Alpine of Gasly. And he has dropped off the leaderboard on the left-hand side. And in fact, it was him. It was confirmed later that Gasly did retire. And again, I assume that is due to an engine issue, as Hamilton is looking to get by us on lap 19. We are going to continue fighting him as he brakes early, not wanting to make any move on us there, not wanting to risk him. We send it back down the inside. He's almost playing a little bit tactically as he now gains his DRS and is going to look for the move here. We make the move to squeeze it, but we're a little bit late, which is going to allow him the inside line. We have to make the move around the outside, give him the space, and we managed to hold on to it for now, but he's still there, and I'm a bit worried into this corner, but in the end, he does tuck in behind me with no choice. There's no way you're going for a move there. That is all a little bit too sketchy if you do. But Hamilton is showing his impatience as we go on to the final lap of the race. He goes against once more. I have barely any ERS to defend, and he's got DRS, so he is going to be flying by. And he does get ahead, a car, maybe even 2 car lengths, as I go look for a move, but then decide to back out of it at the last second. We make a bit of contact, and that has just forced me way behind him. And there's nothing I could do there. I didn't want to cut back to the outside, as I thought maybe I'd run into his rear end, so I had to stick in the inside and back out of it, and that decision by me there has just ruined my race. I should have just sat behind him and then followed him through, gained DRS for the next short straight, and maybe even overtaken him there. But that decision in the moment, when you're not quite thinking, you're just doing at the time, is what ends up costing me that position to Hamilton. But now we've got to worry about our teammate Albon yet again, who is all up behind us and is going to have DRS down this back straight, as maybe we can stick with Hamilton a little bit. We still have a little bit of an opportunity here. He's pulled to 1.2, 1.3 seconds, but now, yeah, there's no hope. He is gone, and my points, hopes, and dreams of my debut race are dashed, as Albon as well has fallen out of the points, and we, after qualifying 8th and 9th, was such a strong qualifying, we have fallen too far back, and we are not going to score any points on our debut race, and as a team, on the first race of the Formula 1 2024 season, there will be no points for Williams. But as we come around the final corner, we will take P11, though it's not as good as P10, but it is a very strong finish for our debut race. Whew, that was fun. That really was fun, racing Hamilton, the 7-time world champ. So here we are. This is the driver's standings after the first race. Obviously, it is just how everything ended, but the constructors, we are looking at P6 at the moment with 0 points, but the best of the rest. So that is going to be it for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It was quite a crazy race, just racing Hamilton, but it's all done now, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.